Hello everyone. I wanted to post on orangetractortalks.com about my LED light bar setup, and I thought it would just be easier to do a video showing y'all. So here's my setup right now. This is actually the second time I've installed LED lights on this tractor. The first time the LED light placement wasn't proper, and I'll explain that a little bit later on. But let me show you what I've got here. This is the LED light bar here, looking from the back. I've got one LED light bar there for the back, and I need to do some testing to see if that's going to be adequate. If not, I need to maybe add one or two more in the back. But I've got the one LED light bar. All the LED lights are manufactured by Laser Star. They're real high quality lights. Actually, the retail cost on these lights is a little bit over $3,000. There's the light bar on the back. I've just got the one on the back. While I'm back here, let me show you guys a little bit about the way I mounted these LED lights. That was a real big question in my head when I went to do mine, is how to mount them. So let me show you here, guys. You have to bear with me. I'm trying to climb up the tractor here. But I bought the stainless steel square tubing. The tubing right here, one in the back here. This is 1.5 inch stainless steel square tubing, and then this is 1 inch stainless steel square tubing. So what I did is I took some U-bolts, ran them down, and through the tubing here. Get down here where y'all can. Here we go. You can see here a little better. I ran the U-bolt down through the tubing here. So that was I thought a pretty good idea. And then here's you can see a little bit better here on how I've got the lights mounted here. So the corners here, I haven't cut them yet, but I do plan on cutting them just in case I get a branch or something. I don't want, it's barely hanging over the edge, but I don't want anything to snag. So I plan on cutting those. I just want to make sure that I got everything positioned where I want it before I do any kind of cutting on it. But there's a view from the back of it. Here's the view from the front. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out in the front. I don't like the back there where it overhangs a little bit over the back, but I'm pretty happy with the way that the front came out. Let me climb up here and show you guys. Get you a side angle here so you can see that the LED bar does not stick out from the ROPS. I want it that recessed back in the ROPS. Here you can see a little bit more better the U-bolts and how I used those, incorporated those into it. Let me zoom out here for you so you can get a better picture here. There's got the one LED light bar. It's also a Laser Star, and I've got two Laser Star little LED light pods. I do want to mention that everything I've shown you so far is spotlights. I'll talk to you a little bit more about the flood, but that's the problem that I had before with the original setup that I had is the floodlights, they would just blind you. Partly because of the placement where I placed them at, but some is because of the nature of the spot or the floodlight. But here y'all can see a little bit better where that bar sticks out just a little bit. Like I said, I do want to plan on trimming that in this case I catch a limb or something. It doesn't rip it off or anything. But let me climb around here and show you this side here. And same thing, it sticks out a little bit. There's another one light pods. It's pretty poor lighting in here, guys, so I apologize about that. That's also a laser star. But I'm real happy with the big LED light bar there in the front where it's recessed back into the ROPS, hopefully preventing any kind of damage. And then same thing with the two pods on the end. Those are going to recess back, so if I hit a tree limb or something, I'm not going to end up just completely destroying them. So that's it, guys. Here's my wires. I'm gonna have to fix that. That was supposed to be tucked back in there, but where I folded it. But that's it, guys. That's how I did. Used a U-bolt. If anybody needs the specifications on what size U-bolts or anything to buy, let me know, and I'll round those up for you. But there's the way that I've mounted them, and I'll show you all a little bit more on the back. The back is a little more complicated than the front. The front is just pretty simple there. And then there's my lights that are the wiring harness that I ran down. I custom built my own wiring harness. I want to talk to y'all about that here in a little bit. But there's that. But let me tell you the problem on the first LED light setup that I had. The first LED light setup that I had, if you see here, there's these there's a threaded section here in the ROPS, and I actually found out after that this threaded section right here is actually to put a little handle nut. It's like a little knob. That's what I'm looking for, a little knob. Kubota sells a knob. It's just a threaded rod with a knob on the end that you can put in there to keep your ROPS from moving back and forth. It tightens the ROPS up. You know, it prevents the ROPS from vibrating. But anyway, I tried to utilize that original spot right there for my lights. Let me jump down here and show you the way that I had it, and then explain to you what the problem was with it. But here's these are just some cheap Amazon lights here I bought, but here's the lights that I originally had set up. And I originally had those mounted like so. Okay, I had two of them mounted, one on each side, and that offered plenty of light. But the problem I ran into that is that when you're sitting in the passengers, or when you're sitting in the seat, and you turn your head, you were staring right at that LED light. It would blind the hell out of you. You couldn't see anything. So right now I'm sitting in the in the seat. I don't know why I keep saying passenger. Sorry guys, I'm sitting in the seat. And if you see, if I turn my head, boom. So every time I turn my head, that would blind the crap out of me. So now let me show you guys a little bit about the lighting, the switch for the lighting. So, okay, here it is over here, guys. I guess I'm sorry about the poor lighting here. Get this thing to focus. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the key on here. This is the hazard switch here. This is the factory hazard switch, guys. And then here's the light switch that I installed. Okay, you can see it quite a bit better now. We got better lights in here, but it's the switch I installed is almost like a perfect match. It's rubber. It's got a rubber boot around it, just like the hazard light. So I mean, I think that turned out very well. Lighted. So got a rubber boot. I mean, it's almost a perfect match, that switch. And I mounted a relay down underneath there. I don't think I'm going to show you all that, but I mounted a relay down underneath there. It's mounted right up underneath here. There's a relay. So I got pretty bad lighting in here, guys. So I'm going to have to talk to y'all more about the way I wired it. If y'all want me to talk a little bit more about that, just let me know. But one more, the last thing here I want to show you all is I put this real big floodlight It's 10-watt LEDs, and it's really bright, really bright. This is the only floodlight that I have on the tractor. Everything else is spotlights. And I mean, this right here, this by itself is a lot brighter than anything. You can see I mounted it directly in the center, right in between the two factory lights. Again, it's a laser star. I forgot the exact specifications on these guys, but they're bright. Put it that way. They're plenty bright enough. But that's the last one there I want to show you. So that one right there by itself is a huge upgrade. Just that one LED light. So I just wanted to show you all that one. I got it ran. Here's the wiring. I'm gonna have to get y'all a better video later about the wiring. If y'all want to see that, I'll have to open the garage door and get some better light in here. But that's it. It looks pretty good from the front. Looks excellent. Let me show you all the back just a little bit more. See, the light pods are sticking out the back, and I'm a little concerned about damaging them. But most of the time when I'll be going forward, and I probably won't be going backwards a lot. And if I do, I'll just have to, I guess, be a little bit extra careful. But that's it. That's the setup. I try to use single row LEDs to keep everything as thin as possible. And I guess let's go for the reveal, guys. Let's turn the lights out and let me show you what it can do. Okay. Wow. Whoop. Sorry about that. Okay. That's it, guys. It's kind of hard to tell in the garage here. The garage doesn't have any windows or anything in it, but it's kind of hard to tell. Oh, got the garage light on, guys. Hold on. So that's it. I can comfortably look backwards without getting blinded anymore. So I thought I would post this and kind of give some people some ideas on if they were going to install LED lights on their tractor. Now there's one more thing that I might do, is I might install another light somewhere up next to the toolbox there where that hook is pointing down. But so if I hook up any kind of 3-point implement in the dark, I can see real good. But I'm pretty sure I'm okay now. I just got to do some more testing, and as long as everything turns out okay, then I think I'm probably going to be okay for now. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any suggestions, got any kind of comments, one thing I would like to get y'all's input on is I wired all the LEDs onto one switch, and I want to ask y'all about the rear LEDs, if I should wire those on their separate switch or not. But besides that, any kind of comments, suggestions, or anything like that, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.